Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch, Thursday, February 5, 2026. Folks, you know I've been showing you, covering the atmospheric conditions and the obvious spraying, chemtrailing throughout the United States, but specifically Florida and up the coast of Georgia, the Carolinas, and so forth. I've shown you many examples. There have been many feedback reports, people feeling ill and sick. Various media reports of toxic air advisories and so on. Now I'm going to show you some clips from the Thursday night Paul Begley Mike from Around the World Comedy Hour. And you can think and comment as you like.
Let's talk about the storms, because you'd said that we were going to see storms that would be the size of basically the whole nation. This 2,000-mile storm was incredible. 100 people died. We still got no power in 36,000 homes in Mississippi right now. And now they can't even boil their water. There's a lot of people without power still in Tennessee, some still in Louisiana, and of course North Carolina got hit. Even Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is saying, is there some weather modification going on here? Mike, is there possibility that something went awry with some weather modification?
I have a strong inclination to an event in the Arctic.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
A strong inclination. I'll tell you why. Well, on your show Thursday nights, we had this covered. We saw it coming.
Yes, we
but
did.
Nobody did anything about it. Right? Nobody did anything about it, and they should have. So let me explain one thing. The stratosphere, right?
Okay.
The stratosphere is about, 6 to 31 miles above the Earth. The temperature in the stratosphere is minus 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold. That's cold.
Minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It gets warmer as you go up. That's an important fact.
Yep.
It gets warmer as you get higher. So the lower levels are cold, higher levels are warmer, minus 5. Because it's that way, there's little to no convection in the stratosphere, very low turbulence, which is why jets fly at the lower levels of it, right? Mm-hmm. In the Arctic, there was a burst. Now, there was a burst in 2018. There was a burst in 2022, 2021. We just had a burst. There were some bursts in 2024. This burst heated the stratosphere up 40 degrees Celsius within a matter of days. Okay, within a matter of days. There's no convection, so all that heat that was generated in the stratosphere ballooned. It forced cold air straight down to the surface of the Earth and outward. That's why the jet stream dipped so much. In 2018, you may remember that storm they had in 2000. What was that? That was 2018. It was the Beast from the East.
I do remember that. Yes, I do.
From the East, and it froze everything.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So the same thing happened then, right? But this time, because we have in the mesosphere, we have more particulates. That heat boom forced cold air to come much closer to the surface of the Earth and go out much wider. So yes, it extended beyond Florida, right?
Yeah, it did. I mean, we felt it down
That
here.
was right. That was 100% natural, right?
Okay.
All the reactions and the elements are right there in the data. The sad part is this: it will happen again.
Now, he was dancing around the question when he said it was all 100% natural. So let's go back starting January 31st. Start January 30. So we see some activity in the Gulf of Mexico here and across Florida, coastal Florida, quite a bit. Then the following day, the coast of the Carolinas. which is obviously not 100% natural. This was yesterday. So now his technical mumbo jumbo he was talking about is a standard sudden stratospheric warming event, which happens over both the Arctic and Antarctica. Just to simplify it, these happen on a regular basis and just compresses the colder air down to the ground level and spreads it out. Okay. This time it's just dipping down further south. He was dancing around the question about weather manipulation. Because clearly, as I've shown you several times, they've been doing massive spraying campaigns throughout the entire continental United States, but especially the southeast corner of the United States. Obvious. And again, as people have been commenting to me on my posts about, people just becoming sick and they go outside and so forth, and then the toxic air advisories, it's because they've been spraying that crap. So this Mike from around the world, don't trust him. Even I remember him saying a long time ago that these winter weather events, these massive snowstorms and ice storms, were going to happen because they were created. So when you're going to have a sudden stratospheric warming event, forcing the colder Arctic air down south, all you got to do is start spraying the skies massively, heavily, to create the moisture systems over the waters for the jet streams to pick it up and spread it across the lands. Weather modification. That's how I knew in advance it's going to be happening, because he's all part of the program. He knew they were going to be doing this massive spraying campaign across the waters and across the lands to create the systems that he foresaw was going to happen. Be careful with these people, folks.